self-control, being able to control ourselves. And self-determination within a life-committing vertical relationship with God. Just like the commandment, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. That requires of us a certain amount of self-control. We have got to learn how to love ourselves, how to connect between mind and body, how to have this self-determination to initiate things from ourself. You ever see the guy that walks down Palani Road like this all the time? He has a big smile on his face and a cigarette. Do you think he has self-control? No, it's very sad. Very sad situation. Somebody else is controlling him. We have to learn self-control. That's why God gave Adam the commandment. Do not eat of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. He didn't do it to punish Adam, to make his life miserable. He did it because he wanted Adam to realize this key component of his own creation. That I must learn to control myself. I must learn to act from myself. To not do something or to do something. I have to create myself. So the second one is responsibility toward an object of our love. When man was to grow to perfection, then he would take a wife to be blessed in marriage. And by nature, when you and your spouse are together, you don't want to share your wife or husband's love with somebody else, do you? You don't want to do that. And this horizontal love between man and woman, husband and wife, is different than the love between parents and children, the vertical love. And what happens to this love, it loses its potential for perfection the minute it is divided. The minute that's shared, because that was not meant to be. The love between man and a woman was to become one in absolute love. In Matthew chapter 19, Jesus said, "Haven't you read that at the beginning the Creator made them male and female and said, for this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh." Each spouse has the responsibility given by love, by God, to live absolutely for the sake of the other one. And the third responsibility is the love toward children. The love of children is the basis of any child's happiness. The love that exists in the home, the love of parents for their children. I believe that all of us, no matter who we are, when we were children, if we had a choice, we would all want to live in a home that has two parents and that loves us. We would all choose that, right? And we would want to be raised in that kind of loving atmosphere with parents that love us and that love each other. The most precious responsibility that we have as parents is not just to give 3 square meals a day, a roof over their head, and clothing and education. But we need to give them the elements of true love so that their spirit can grow. We need to give them those life elements that can only be found in a loving family, a loving home. It's those daily experiences of the heart between parents and children, brothers and sisters. These are the place where we learn to love. We learn the value of love. We learn to take responsibility for love. And once we've established this family, we then become co-creators with God. And we assume then our rightful position as lords of creation. That's what having dominion is all about. We become good stewards of the land, our environment, all the things around us. Because we have perfected ourselves, we have perfected our home, and we have the condition then to really, truly have dominion over creation. That's why in Romans, Paul was saying that the creation waits in eager longing, eager expectation for the sons of God to be revealed. This is what we've lost. If Adam and Eve had become a couple of true love, centered upon God, if they could have become then true parents. That would have been the position of true parents. These true parents would have embodied God. They would have been the image of God in that sense. And then you know the rest of the story. What happened? That didn't happen. Adam and Eve didn't do that. If history has taught us anything, it's that there are no free rides. Salvation is not free. There's no easy solution to unravel the predicament that we find ourselves in today. And we've been completely ignorant. Think about it. How ignorant we are. What are we meant to do with the gift of life? There are so many people in this world, so many people just in our own community here, that haven't got a clue what they're supposed to do with the gift of life that they've been given. People feel confused. Life's been given to us, it's been bestowed on us, but what do we do with it? It's supposed to be used for some purpose, but what? What purpose is my life? Some see life as a blessing, and some see life as a curse, something that we just stumble through. We get up in the morning, we go to work, we come home, we eat, we go to sleep, and then we get up again. We just stumble through life. Man needs to be illuminated, enlightened about what is this life all about. What he should work towards to try and accomplish, and why. Obviously, God has a definite reason for creating us. And he has a specific goal for man. But you can see that we ran away from our responsibility through the fall. And from that point, then it became unclear. When we ran away from our first responsibility, it became vague. It was unclear. What is our responsibility? What is our purpose? What is our reason for living? Why did God create us? So we've been living in this kind of ignorance. I'd compare the way we are living today like living in a huge prison where the barriers to us are not visible. We can't see the fence, but it's there. And we're in it. We've always been in it. We grew up in it. We were born in it. And we are unaware that there is any other life. Most people believe that this is all there is to living. If we had some experience really with the spiritual world, and I'm not a spiritually open person, but if we did, if we could right now have that experience, we would know, we might be alerted to the fact that we're in this prison, that we're in a prison. There's definitely some difference here, living here. Certainly, if we had the eyes to see that Satan existed, if we could see him, I guarantee you that we would be looking for a way out. If we could see into the spirit world, we could compare our situation with what is